Hi everyone, welcome to today's video. So in this video, I'm going to be tearing out the linoleum flooring that was in our bathroom, and then I'm going to be replacing it with some peel and stick tile, and I'm doing it all by myself. I'm even going to remove the toilet from the flooring. So this was definitely in rough shape. As you can see back here behind the toilet, it had already started coming up from the wall. A couple of years ago, I had actually broken our toilet on accident when I was cleaning. I dropped a glass vase on the rim and it broke. We had to get the toilet replaced. And as you can see, it was smaller, the one we got in, and I never even patched up the painting back there. So you can see it just looks really rough. This whole bathroom needs a complete makeover. But for the time being, we're just going to work on the flooring just because it was so bad. So anyways, I had to take off this trim piece at the bottom in order to get all of the linoleum off. So I'm going to take that off throughout the floor, and then I will rip all of the linoleum off of the floor. And for those of you who may not know, we live in a split foyer home in the Midwest, and it was built in 1997. So this bathroom, I believe, is basically original. I don't think it's been touched since it was first put into the home. So anyways, it was time for this floor to go. So I'm going to go ahead and get all of the old flooring removed now. I cannot tell you how many YouTube videos I have watched and how many articles I have read about removing a toilet before doing this, but I'm so proud of myself for accomplishing this. I drained all the water out, and then I ended up removing the toilet all by myself. So I'm not going to end up showing myself putting it back in after the flooring is done, just because I was like a little nervous, and I was like, I hope I can get this right. But I did even return the toilet by myself. So this was a very proud moment for myself that I was able to do this. I am definitely not a professional. I am just an amateur DIYer that I like doing these kind of things on my own. And so anyways, you can definitely tell that flooring needed to go. It was really bad, and I had to clean up a lot back here behind the toilet. So anyways, I just cleaned up all over the flooring, vacuumed it out, swept it out. I had to scrub a little bit where there was a little bit of mold under the toilet area. And then once that was ready, it was time to get the tile out and start the process of installing the peel and stick tile. We picked out these tiles from the Home Depot, and they are 12 by 24 inch. And I ended up having to get 2 boxes, and I used every single piece from both the boxes because I made mistakes and had to reuse some, and just all the cutting and everything. So I barely made it. But anyways, they were pretty inexpensive. I think they were, I want to say like $25 a box. And compared to other ones that I had seen, I felt like that was a really good price because I had been pricing these for a while. So anyways, the first thing I did was I started to just kind of lay out the tile and just to kind of get a look for it, kind of get familiar with how it felt and everything. And then I started laying my tile. But let me tell you, do not do this. Do not start on the edge of your room on the wall. You actually want to start in the middle. So I totally messed up here. I should have started in the middle and filled in all of those pieces before moving to the edge of the room, because that way you can have a straight line in the middle and all of your cuttings will go on the edge of the wall. So I'll show you that here in a minute. I end up removing these pieces here. because what I should have done is started just in the middle, and so I'm going to go ahead and do this now. This is where I should have started, is right here in the middle, and then just filled in all of the pieces that I could without having to cut any. So I'm going to fill that in here, and then I'll show you what happens. So when I got to this piece, I finally realized that this wasn't going to work. So you can see I'm really, really frustrated here. And I was like, oh my goodness, this is not going to work. I'm going to have these huge gaps because I'm cutting here to try and get it to fit. And what I should have done was just started in the middle, not made any cuts until I got to the edge. So in every DIY project, I always have a moment like this where I feel like I just feel like crying, and I feel like giving up, and like, oh, what was I thinking? And anyways, I always push through, and I end up finishing the project, and it's always worth it. But in the moment, it is really hard. So if you are an amateur DIYer like me, and you're like, you have these moments when you just feel like, oh, what did I get myself into? Believe me, I've been there. You just saw it right here in this video. But I figured out my issue. I slowed down and fixed what was going on, and ended up with a really great result. So after I got the centerpieces in, then I ended up not filming the rest where I filled in kind of the edges and around the toilet and putting the toilet back, because I just felt like maybe filming was kind of causing me to mess up because I was kind of distracted. And so anyways, by the end of that, I felt really good at this point, and I just had a few more pieces to add around the edge of the vanity and around the doorway. So this is actually the following day, and I slowed down. I measured probably 3 or 4 times and before I did any cutting. And so I did film this last section for you. And then when I finish all of this, I will show you the end result. It looks so much better. We're super, super happy with how it turned out. And of course, I don't know with peel and stick tile how long it's going to last. I've heard conflicting reviews where some people are like, it didn't last at all. And then other people, they love it. So I'll let you know how it goes. But if you are new here, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe. And if you are an oldie and a friend who's been here for a while, thank you so much for watching. I would love to hear if you have any experience with peel and stick tile as well. And if you have any tips, leave that below. I will say that this tip is one of the best things that I realized was to, as I'm showing here, right, I'm cutting out this part where it's already a straight edge, and I'm going to insert that next to the rest of the tile, and so my cut edge is what's going to go against the wall there. So hopefully you could kind of tell, hopefully that made sense the way I was explaining it. But that really is the best tip, to just fill in the whole room with your straight edges, and only put the sides that you cut facing the wall or the outer parts, the outer perimeter of the room. These are the trim pieces that I had pulled off of our flooring, and they were in pretty bad shape. They definitely had some water damage to them since they were in the bathroom and all that. So what I did was I wiped them clean with a damp microfiber cloth. There was a lot of dust and just grime and stuff that had built up over the years. So after wiping them clean, then I added some Old English to these pieces of wood trim. And if you have seen my videos before, you have seen me use Old English. This is one of my favorite ways to just make wood look so much better. So I really love the difference that it made, and you're going to be able to see that as I apply it and then when I show you the before and after of this bathroom. I had to cut tile to fit on the edge of the bathtub, and so it was definitely uneven and not looking so great. So I just applied some adhesive caulk to this just to clean it up and seal it, and it looked so much better once it was added. All right, so one more time, here is the before, our definitely 1997's flooring, and here is the after. I'm so happy with the end result. It was definitely worth all of the tears and the pain, and it was so worth it. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed seeing the transformation. This is just step one in our bathroom renovation, or I don't even know if I could call it a renovation, but our bathroom makeover, let's put it that way. So we are going to be painting, we're going to be changing up the vanity and, you know, just all the different things here in this bathroom just to give it an updated look. But so far, this is looking really good. We're loving the bathroom. My 8-year-old son has said, "Mom, it looks like we have a brand new bathroom." So that makes me feel good. It was definitely worth it. But thank you so much for watching. I hope that it gave you some inspiration and maybe some motivation to tackle a project in your home as well. And of course, I would love for you to give this video a thumbs up, leave any comments below, and subscribe if you haven't. Thanks again. Bye.